everyone. That is always such a surprise. I'm Ann with Andale Homestead, and we are so glad you're here.
Hello, everyone, and happy start of the holiday season. I am Cayce over at Ormsby Farm, the Halfway Homestead.
Hello, everybody. It's Monica from Bland's Promised Land Ranch. All right, it's Tuesday night, and I am super excited to be here because tonight is full. We have a lot going on. And Cayce and I know we have been doing our Vlogmases all day.
Right.
So it's been busy. And I just come skirting in here. I was like driving myself in here, like coming and sit in my seat. So I know that all y'all out there are busy too, because it is starting. The holiday season is upon us.
I can't believe it's December.
I know. December. I can't believe it. So with that being said, I want to say hi to all our friends. Miss Ann, would you welcome everybody in tonight?
Oh my goodness, it would be my pleasure. Hey, Joe, fix it for you, Mr. Joey. Glad to see you, honey. And then we have Ann Philbeck. She said she watched yesterday. Oh my gosh, so much info. Thank you, Ann. You're always so sweet. Penny Ortiz, may you just enjoy spending time with us all. That'll be in the chat. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad. See you soon, Cayce, she says. All right. And she says hello to everybody. She's looking forward to all of us. She stopped in all our channels. Wasn't that sweet?
So sweet.
Delot, all the way from the Netherlands. And Miss Rita, Prayer Mountain Homestead. Howdy. Glad you're here, honey. Tamra, oh, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Hey, y'all, hey. Troy Sutton, how things going out there in the boonies? He says, how do? Y'all have a blessed day. Rebecca, touched by yarn. I spoke on the phone with her today. It was wonderful. I'm glad to see you in here, sweetie. Thank you. And then we have Two Doves, Bees and Gardens. We may have a little thing or two to say about them in just a couple of minutes. You never know. And Jersey. Hey, Jersey Dolphins. Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona. Our sweet Sandy. Yeah, we might have a thing or two to say about her in a little while, too. You never know. And then Ginger, Not For Nothing Homestead. Hey, sweetie, thank you for being here. And Lynn Farm Okie OG. She's the OG. She says hi to everybody. Thank you all for being in here tonight. It's going to be so much fun. U.S. Freedom 5. How do? All right. Is saying hello.
It is. It's going to be a lot of fun. And not only do we have it jam-packed that we had two episodes that came out yesterday, because we thought, why not? It's the holiday season, a little extra. We can be a little extra and put out extra episodes for you. David Hunt.
Oh, David Hunt. I'm sorry. He's just so sweet and precious, and I wanted to
I
make
love
sure
that profile picture. Well, we have an announcement for our fourth category of the Hay Bale Awards. I mean, not to put 9 billion things on ourselves, but now we get to talk about the Hay Bale Awards, which comes out December 30th. And the category for this is funniest homesteading shorts with channels that are under 100,000. And since I let other people announce last week or the week before, I will go ahead and I'm going to do my best to pronounce everybody's names correctly, because one of those logos looks a little familiar. I wonder who it is.
Can't imagine.
But we have one of them is the video is called Just Trying to Wash Out Their Pins. And that is from Not For Nothing Homestead. That's our sweet old Ginger, nominated for one of the funniest homesteading shorts. Farm Fun. Our Farm Show. The channel is called Our Farm Show. It's a great, funny little channel. Y'all should definitely check it out. This next one, I have heard of this channel. The video is called We Need a DNA Test. And it is from Bland's Promised Land Ranch. Let me tell you, that video is freaking hysterical. If you have not seen it, you have to go in our show notes below. If you click on the people nominated, their short is attached to it. So you'll be able to click, go over to the short and watch it before you vote, because I'll put up the link in a minute. Okay. The next one is Gardening in the South Be Like, and that's from Homesteading and Hungry. Yeah.
All right.
Then we have no Southern holiday leftover left behind from Foodin with Cousin Churb. I hope I said that correctly. Is it Churb?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Churb.
Their videos are so silly. I had to pick my favorite one on that one because, he reminds me of Eric, something Eric would do.
That was, let me tell you, it was actually a really funny short.
It was cute.
So go and check it out. And then from the Vineyard Farmhouse, we have Johnny Takes a Dump. Now, let me tell you, when you first hear the title, you're like, Cayce and Monica, what are y'all putting on y'all show? But go and watch the short. It will make sense. It's very funny. Yeah.
Yes.
And then we have My Wild Home, and their video is called Worst Polar Swim Ever. Worst polar swim ever. Brr. And the last one, these folks right here just getting nominated all over the place. And the video is called What Happened? From Bland's Promised Land Ranch. This one is another hysterical one that went like super viral, like really quick. So you definitely want to check it out. Go in our show notes, or if you're watching us afterwards, go and click on the links and go and vote on your own. I'll put the link up here once we bring our guests up. I'll put the link in Round the Hay Bales chat. So come over to Round the Hay Bale to go vote for your favorite, funniest homesteading short with channels under 100,000. So now that I've completely talked everybody's ear off and I haven't looked at the chat at all, I think we should bring up our wonderful guests. We have 2 guests, and we're going to bring them both up. So we're going to look like a big old round table here.
That sounds wonderful.
But of course, we have the wonderful Sarah and John from Two Doves Bees and Gardens.
Hey, how are y'all?
Their episode came out at 9 a.m. Central, and we were talking about how to cook holiday stuff with your homegrown herbs. It was a really great episode. And then to piggyback right off of that, we have our girl Sandy. She's back. And her episode was how to use what you have on your homestead to create holiday decor for a budget. Another great episode. And we have a new member that just popped up. I've never seen that before. So Belt Loop 29. Hello.
Isn't that awesome? Yes, that's Gary. He is absolutely adorable, and I'm crazy about him.
And knows everybody. Okay, so Monica,
Yes.
let's talk about herbs first. Take it away, and I'm going to leave the links, but take it away and let's talk herbs, and even get Sandy's opinion on it too.
Well, I mean, John and Sarah, really, we did so much chatting about that. I mean, trying to think about all the things we talked about, but do you think we left anything out of, we already have now done some of our holiday baking. And so, I mean, did you use a lot of the things from your garden? What did you make? Anything special? Because I know we talked about the cookies.
Yeah, actually, we just put out the lemon basil cookie episode tonight. So we
Nice.
so if you're interested in lemon basil, we just got our first freeze last night. So I went out before it was still cold. I went out and got some basil fresh from the garden, and we made lemon basil cookies.
Oh, how fun!
That's amazing.
They would be good.
I'm going to try to copy this and
you could actually make them into a Christmas cookie if you wanted to. So it's like a nice little taste of summer.
That's awesome.
And we talked about that on the episode, that for people listening to be like, ooh, that basil cookies, what are you talking about? I'm telling you, give it a little bit of give it a little shot, because I did some lemon zest and actual, did I do lemon balm? Sarah, we talked about it, and I can't remember what I said I used in my herbs for the cookie.
Yeah, I don't remember, but the lemon basil is always so good, and we do a lot with it, make cheese, and I've seen other people that do all kinds of different things. They put it into their baking.
The lemon basil does not have a really strong basil-y flavor. The basil part is pretty mild. It's more strong on the lemon.
Okay. Well, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah, they're really good. And if you're interested, go check out the video on how we made these. I'm going to eat one now. They're good.
Pass it through the computer, John. You got to pass it through the screen.
It's going off now. Oh, they look like thin cookies too. Okay, I'm going to have to for real look at that.
Oh,
They
yum.
look amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, and so we had some other cooking with the herbs.
We did.
Let's see. For Thanksgiving, we did one of the things we did was asparagus, and we used an herb butter on that with garlic and dill, and that came out so yummy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
yum.
I love herb butters. That's one of the things that
Mhm.
I am super big on prepping it for the winter holiday months. And now I use butter powder, like the Augustin Farm butter powder, and I add my fresh herbs or dehydrated herbs and add it and make the little stick, roll it up into plastic wrap or however you want to seal it, and put it in the freezer. And then if you cut like a chunk of it off, you can put it on a steak over the holiday season and let it
that
cook on
sounds
top of it.
delicious.
It's great.
Yeah. Well, here in Texas, we get most of the time we have a fairly mild year. I mean, it gets too hot, but in the cold, we can grill, in the middle of winter. So it's for us, we can go out and do grilled mushrooms and things like that. So it's really easy for us to use a lot of the stuff. If we can preserve it, we can use it year round.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. As far as oregano and basil and
Rosemary.
rosemary, yeah. And so
A lot
who-
of mints too. You can use to preserve a lot of mint.
oh, that's good.
Now, Sandy, do you preserve a lot of your herbs from the summer? Are you more of a dehydrating kind of gal, or you try to keep them as fresh as you can for cooking over holidays?
Well, I do dehydrate a lot of ones, and I've always found if like on my basil, I dehydrate the whole stem and the leaves. I don't crush it until I'm ready because it seems to have a better, more potent flavor for me. And then I just crush a couple leaves when I need it. I just, after I dehydrated them, I put them in big glass jars.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
When I just dry them, I always dry them in brown paper bags because I don't want them to get dusty. Both places where I live, there's a lot of dust. And so it's just easy for me to do that.
I understand that. I understand that.
Yeah.
And we did that. The first couple of times I didn't know what I was doing, so I just hung them, tied them in a string and hung them on the back porch, and that wasn't very smart because when you mow the grass and it gets quite dirty, so it was a little extra flavor in there. Have some things.
So does anybody use mint in cooking when they cook their holiday meals or holiday cookies or anything like that? I think John, you just mentioned something about mint. I mean, you have a good recipe for that? I mean,
we got we have 2 different kinds of mint now, or three different kinds, and I want to get a 4th one because they're also different. And I don't know that we've actually made any cookies or anything with it yet, but we preserve a lot of it and keep it in jars. We dehydrate it, and that way you can use it throughout the year.
We use a lot of it for teas.
Yes.
And I would like to do more with it. He said we had 3 different kinds. We only have one that is really abundant. The other 2 plants are still fairly small. So, we want to grow those out and try some more things with them.
Chocolate mint. Chocolate mint was one of our newest ones. So
I love chocolate mint.
But I was disappointed to hear that it doesn't taste like chocolate.
No.
No, but it has like this scent that's like distinctly different than the other mints. And so it's kind of neat to have because it really does. I think you only smell the chocolate mint because it's called chocolate mint. So it's like your brain tricking you. I don't know. I had chocolate mint, peppermint, spearmint, and I put them all. I made like this big pile. I like put them in this garden bed thinking that they were going to all be friends. And they basically have come and they turn into some mutant mint.
Is it called Monica mint?
It's Monica mint. And it is definitely some mutant that is now out there. And it's not quite spearmint. It's definitely not peppermint, but it's not chocolate mint either, but it's not spearmint. So I don't know what it is, but man, I'll tell you what, it's great. So, I love that it comes back all the time. That's for sure.
We tried to do a strawberry.
Yeah.
Strawberry mint?
Yeah, we saw a strawberry mint.
What?
And so we tried to get some. I don't think it took off yet.
What we saw it at a farm in California, and we actually got to taste it, and it tastes like mint. It smells like strawberry, and on the backside there's a bit of strawberry flavor.
Okay.
And so my father-in-law got some seeds and sent me some, and I have not been able to get them to grow. So I'm so sad. I'm going to have to find another source and try and get some to grow.
So, Cayce, did you see Ginger's comment? Just so that you know, she's having a little trouble with the link that we put up.
Let's see. I'm telling you, our voting.
That has been on the struggle bus. That has been on the
It's been on the struggle bus.
I was going to say, is there any way you can just wait until you're finished? Because I think that that last video that you linked, that was the last video for mine, I'm not sure if that's the right one.
Oh, well, then we'll just fix all that stuff right after the show.
That's what we'll do. Well,
Maybe just put that link up in the show notes right after the show tonight, and people can start sharing it out.
And we'll share it on our community page.
Yeah, it'll be on our community pages for sure.
Yeah.
So you will get to vote at some way. You will get to vote. We don't know how, but you will.
Well, we don't want you all to walk away now and go watch those videos. We want you to stay here, and then you can watch afterwards. So just hang out, listen to all of us, and then you can go and take a peek at all the videos later.
Yes.
I was going to ask Sarah, do you guys do you make jellies out of your herbs?
That is a neat idea. I would like to not necessarily make an herb jelly, but start adding herbs to the jams and jellies that I do to flavor them. Haven't done it yet, but I love the idea.
What's your favorite? I have a feeling you have a favorite on this one.
I was looking at that little face.
I think my favorite is tarragon jelly. Because it's got that kind of licorice anison kind of flavor, and you can rub it right onto meats. And
look at Monica's face.
Monica.
I'll be rubbing that right into my trash bag. That sounds gross, Sandy.
No, it's so good.
The meat, that'd be the meat for my enemies. I have some steak for you.
Is good.
No, and if you chop up plums and mix tarragon jelly in there, it is just like to die for.
Wow. I've been working more towards the pepper jellies, so that's kind of where I went ahead.
There you go.
I love it.
We got so many peppers. I think we got some ghost peppers I need to deal with, and some the Sugar Rush peach. So we got some hot peppers I need to do something with.
Lots of serrano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
The wild huckleberry. Thank you for being here.
Well, can I also say that they were so cute? They were talking about how they save all the herbs for teas. And let's see how Cayce saves them. Cayce saves them so you can put it in mojitos over the train.
That works.
You got the good home centers that are, saving it for a good herbal, healthy tea. I like to put mint. I freeze mint in a Ziploc bag, like nothing else. I put it stem and all in a Ziploc bag in the freezer. Or I tear a little bit of it up and put them in ice cube trays. So that you have like mint ice for your mojitos or for a drink if you wanted something that wasn't adult beverage.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, I've got a story about ice cube trays. Sarah used to save her egg whites and put them in ice cube trays. Well, my dad happened to come by to the house one day and grabbed an ice cube. Let's just say it wasn't water.
Could you imagine getting an egg white, thinking it's an ice cube, and having it like go all like just slime?
Sorry,
no, John, y'all should have just acted like I don't see what you're talking about. I mean, that water looks normal to me. Yeah, fine. Oh my goodness!
Kovac says make hot sauce with those hot peppers and put an apple in it with the peppers.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of interesting ways to make some hot sauces, especially with the hot peppers, like the sugar rush peach. I added a peach to, to kind of enhance that peach flavor.
Okay.
So lots of
It came out really good.
It's really good.
And some peach salsas is a good way to use up some peppers too. I love making peach salsa and adding in like 3 or 4 different types of peppers and blending it up. It's really good as a marinade.
Sounds good.
That's so amazing.
One other thing I was going to mention is I've got this knife giveaway. We're going to be doing a knife giveaway on our channel. If you want to enter, it's on our Two Doves website. So that's it's a nice
knife too.
garden knife. So,
Make sure you go check out Two Doves Bees and Gardens, and your website is what?
twodoves.com.
twodoves.com. Check that out. Yeah, wouldn't that be a surprise? Get egg whites in your drink, like, that would be a surprise.
Well, as we're talking about egg white ice cubes, I think that's the best segue into talking about holiday decor and holiday gift ideas.
Absolutely.
Is egg white ice cubes, right? This is why they don't let me segue. John says,
I was copy and pasting a website, so that was my bad, Cayce. I was going for it. Okay.
Oh my gracious!
Yeah, we got crafty with Sandy. I was not. I wasn't as prepared as I wanted to be, but I did show up with my. Yeah, look, Miss Anth got her stuff.
I got my stuff. What are you talking about?
Excellent. I'm not even prepared today. I don't even. Mine might be gone.
And I'll say that I wasn't prepared on the episode, but I did it afterwards because I took Sandy's creation and turned it into something for my chickens, and it's going to be on tomorrow's Vlogmas with the pine cone. So,
excuse me.
Ta-ta. Now, John and Sarah, have y'all done it where y'all have used stuff from your homestead and made decor for holiday stuff? Is that something that y'all have dabbled in before?
That's one of the things it's so busy, and we don't even have our Christmas tree up yet. But that's on my list of things to do.
Eric Bland would be so upset.
I won't tell Eric. I won't let him know.
Yeah,
he's been living in the lap of Christmas luxury over here.
Yeah,
all these Christmas decorations. I try to make it as hallmarky as possible.
Well, I try to get the Christmas tree up by Christmas, and then I try to get it down before 4th of July. So.
I like that.
Ours comes down before Valentine's Day usually, because it's got to come down. It can't be.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, Sandy, you had on your episode, we talked about going out in the yard and looking at things differently and how to decorate pine cones or any kind of yard things and stuff like that. There were some ideas. What was it that you had told us about? There was some felting.
Oh, yeah. I had felting roving. It's called roving. I felt with it, but like I wrapped it around my pine cones for a different kind of decoration. Or if you don't have that, you could use just yarn. Mm-hmm. And you could have sparkly yarn. There's so many crazy kinds of yarn. We talked about just hanging pine cones with ribbons and stuff like that, and added lights to hers. But really, when you have a homestead, you just have all kinds of stuff, right? Like when we took down our picket fence and put a wooden fence. So I had all these pickets, and I gave pickets away. I sold pickets, and I still had pickets because it went all the way around the yard. And then, so I made Christmas trees out of the pickets. And I just had one go straight up and down, and then they went like this, and I just tapered them, and I hung lights. But it's just something you have, and you don't have to pay for anything.
Right.
Yeah. There was a lady that we barter with a lot, and we I wanted to bless her a few years ago with something. And so we had some like wood pallets that Eric had kind of pulled apart, and we had pieces of wood. So I was like, hey, is there any way you could put a few of those pieces of pallet wood together and like make me like a sign, just kind of make me a blank canvas sign. And so he made me, just out of the pieces of pallet wood, he made me a sign that was, I don't know how big, but big enough. And then he put a little stake in behind it so we could just hammer it into the ground. And I painted it white, and I was able to make a little like welcome. I think it says like Merry Christmas, y'all, or something. And I put like, I painted like a Santa in there and like a snowman. And I put, I mean, she's in Texas, so she doesn't have snow really for real. So I made it like a Christmassy scene, and I gave it to her for like a yard art. And she was so excited. After a few years, the paint started coming off because I didn't like do a lot of coverage over the paint. I didn't know what I was doing really. And so she handed it back to me a few years later and said, I'm going to need you to redo this. Like, it was a gift that, you can think about what's around your house, what's around your yard, what can you do with what you got. And so I'm looking at that too with this year. I do a lot of, I love to do embroidery. It's like a calm thing for me. And I found an embroidery pattern yesterday where you can take twigs and use the twigs, and then you can use them to make little Christmas trees and embroider around them, and then add the bulbs. And I'm like, I could make little Christmas tree ornaments for my neighbors or whatever. And I'm like, that's so easy. I have green thread. All I need is the canvas, and I have sticks. So I mean, I guess sometimes you just think out of the box, really, right?
Yeah.
Well, and Tamara's comment on the pine cone bird feeder is, spoiler alert, is actually what we did for the chickens with the pine cones, because I'm the bougie one of the group. If y'all didn't know. So I wanted my house to be as Christmas fab as the chicken coop, because they deserve Christmas decorations too.
Yeah.
But sometimes my American breasts are not the brightest crowns in the box, like maybe a burnt orange. So I wanted to make sure that they didn't have any decoration that would harm them. So you roll the pine cone in some peanut butter, and then you have I put their feed and a little bit of cracked corn rolled in it as well. And then I hung it from their Christmas tree. I got them each a Christmas tree. So they have little pine cone niblets so they can jump up and peck and keep them warm. So it is pine cone bird feeder.
That is amazing. That's wonderful. You put the rest of us to shame.
My daughter's Christmas tree is one I made. I made a fence board picket Christmas tree for her. So it looks really nice. It's all wood. She just sets it up against the wall. So.
I love that.
That's so smart. You gotta, and that's the thing too. If sometimes when you have lack of space, you need to be smart about what you're doing. And sometimes if maybe you're in an apartment, you don't have a space for a big tree, why not use lights, string them up on the wall, and make yourself a wall Christmas tree? Why not? There's always something. I mean, you can do so many things with mason jars, lights, twine. I mean, canvas, like all those, the piece of, what is it? Oh my gosh, I can't even think now. There's just all kinds of really fun stuff you can do with all the things you have probably on your property.
Yes.
Yeah. Because it's easy for us to just go out and buy instead of just taking an afternoon and walking around our property and just open your mind. Think out of the box.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the things I was thinking about doing was I have green jalapenos and red jalapenos, and I was going to do a Christmas blend. So a green one and a red one, and maybe give that as gifts.
Oh,
yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. I mean, any type of canned items, anything that people put in jars, homemade, that's such a great gift idea. We'll do like apples and make your own caramel sauce, and then put the little apple in there, put a little bow around it, and give a little tiny mason jar with the caramel sauce and a fresh green apple. And you just, you might have to go to the Walmart or something for the apples, but I mean, not everybody has 150 apple trees.
Why don't they?
I know.
Tell them again, Sandia.
Arizona all the time.
We have 3, and hopefully they survive.
I don't have any apple trees, so
we need you to step it up, friend. Step it up and get you some apple trees.
Yeah, well, I have an apple tree, but it needs a friend. Its friend passed away. So,
well, John and Sarah have all those figs, because we've talked about that on another fig episode, because John is the fig father. So you guys can make like fig jellies and all kinds of.
That's on my radar for sure.
Figgy, can you make hot figgy jelly, like with hot peppers and figs?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good.
I like that. That would be really good.
Monica, did I never send you home with the fig and pear jam that I
I don't think
Oh,
so.
it was so
I
good.
actually went looking for it just in case I missed it somewhere. And I was in my closet over here the other day, and I was like, I got some old jellies in the back. Maybe he did give me that jam or jelly or whatever. And no, it's not there.
No.
You said that like several times. Really meant to.
I really, but no, I added a pepper to it, and it was good. It was if you adds a little bit of heat. And that's another good one to put on top of like cream cheese with crackers when you have guests during the holidays and stuff.
Yeah.
Wild Home. I'm glad you're here, honey. So they thought they were on the wrong feed for a minute.
No, and congratulations for your nomination.
Yeah, your icy water dip one. That's a funny one. P.S. I was watching that one today. Really, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's frozen. Yeah, it was a good one.
I think didn't they do a Vlogmas? Was it last year where she went flying up in the air or something? I think that was My Wild Home. And they did a video where she went flying up in the air.
There's no telling that girl.
You never know.
I was about to say.
They're fantastic.
They are. They're wonderful. And
yes,
so fun to watch.
And I'll live through them because you'll never. I get cold when I step into the shower before it's fully heated. I'm like, burn. So I'm not doing the other one.
Yeah. No. No. There's no way you're catching me in cold showers or cold anything. There's just no way.
That's right. That's right. So there was another thing that Sandy was suggesting that was a lot of fun that I thought was really cool. You do have to make a purchase. You have to buy some clear glue, but to have the jar we fill with things from the yard, you can fill it all up, and then if you can have a candle on the top of it, but you fill it with glue and let the glue
dry. Yeah, the clear glue, it'll dry and it'll have a little bit of bubbles on the whatever you have inside, so it'll look like water, but you never have to change it. It lasts forever.
I like that forever stuff. I really
yes.
Yeah. And I was thinking about too, we use bigger jars too, but you could do smaller jars or any size jars really.
Yeah.
Because I just grabbed the big mason jar, but I was thinking about it later and I was like, I could have used a small little jar or any of these empty jars. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like empties, because I had juniper in mine and I was like, you could put all kinds of things in there.
That's right. That sounds great. Well, they were both very fun, very informative episodes. And Casey, how are we doing on the next few weeks? There's several times that we're going to have 2 episodes in a row, right?
We are. So this is the start of our holiday season on Hay Bale and Friends. And next week we have just 1 episode coming out next week, but we're talking about non-commercialized Christmas. It was a very interesting and fun sit down that we had. And then the week after that, we're talking about holiday gift ideas, and that's a 2-parter. Yeah. That's a 2-parter. So you get a 2-parter again. But it's going to be a lot of fun. You get to see the 3 of us try to be crafty.
Which is why we had the expressions the entire time Sandy was up there going,
right.
I'm a worm. The whole time I was watching myself, I'm going, would you not do that expression, please? I was concentrating. We were all so thrilled and involved that we were concentrating. It was wonderful.
So this would be fun. So you're not going to want to miss any of the podcast episodes that are coming out. And we thank John and Sarah and Sandy for joining us again on some episodes. We had so much fun shooting the episodes with y'all. And again, if you haven't watched it, head over to the Around the Hay Bale and Friends YouTube page and watch these episodes. They're both out. They came out yesterday. Take some notes. And it's still early enough in December that you can save some herbs that may not have completely gone dormant yet and make some decorations and get the holiday season going. But also, before we go, we are going to fix it. But I wanted to go over the nominees one more time for the Hay Bale Awards. They come out December 30th. We're going to go live. It's going to be kind of a fun Oscars of YouTube kind of moment. Red carpet and everything. You're not going to want to miss it. And to vote for your funniest homesteading shorts. And it's for channels under 100,000 subscribers. And I'm trying to scroll and my computer is not wanting to. Okay, there we go. And that is Not For Nothing Homestead. Their video was just trying to wash out their pen. Our farm show, Farm Fun was the video. Bland's Promised Land Ranch, we need a DNA test was the video. Homesteading and Hungry, gardening in the South be like.
Uh-oh.
Fooding with Cousin Cherb, no Southern holiday leftover left behind video.
Okay.
The Vineyard Farmhouse, Johnny takes a dump. My Wild Home, worst polar swim ever. And Bland's Promised Land Ranch, what happened? So, I just tried to get a little excited with all the titles.
I got that. Yeah, that was
pretty good.
I hear that.
Wait until after the live goes off, and I will try to figure out why the category is not working. But once you go to the category, you'll be able to go and click, and you only get to vote once. So I did notice that some people were like, I'd really like to vote for multiple people. The system will only let you vote one time for one person, and then it knows your computer and you can't do it again. So go and vote, share it to like-minded people to go and vote, and we will announce in a couple weeks the final 3 finalists for all 5 of our categories that we're giving. So,
and don't forget to go check out John and Sarah of Two Doves, Bees and Gardens, their YouTube channel. They put out that video for those cookies, so you can go make your own cookies for this holiday season. So go check out their channel because that recipe is there.
Yeah, and
it's there and it's ready
on the website too. 2 Doves.
Yeah, and the knife giveaway. So go to 2doves.com.
Okay.
All right.
It's always a pleasure to have every one of you.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
It's so fun to hang out with you guys.
We'll talk to you soon.
All the
Bye.
time.
Bye, y'all. Bye.